Yeah. What advice do you have for any aspiring artists out there that's trying to pursue a career in music?
Advice. I would say, don't give up. I mean, there's a lot of roadblocks, and try to stay true to yourself. Like people, they get excited about music because they have a story to tell, or they have something they want to share with others. And a lot of times, they get around other folks that are, give them feedback, and, not saying don't accept feedback, because, people that have been where you're trying to go, you want to listen to those folks because they know something. They know what sells, or they know what sounds good, or maybe if there's something wrong with your production, or, you're trying to take a song a certain direction and you can't figure out how to get it there. Maybe they can hear what's, where the dissonance is in the track, or what, something that you can clean up the EQ and make it cleaner and make it like hit harder or whatever, or maybe you're struggling with lyrics, and something's just not landing right. It's like, maybe they can hear what would be a simpler thing. And I know a lot of up and coming artists, especially rappers, are they're focused so heavily on being, really technical with their raps, like just, I want to show my skill level, like how many words can I put in, all this kind of stuff. And sometimes when you're trying to rap, really fast, like stuff don't land right because you're trying to come up with a more intricate word to throw in there, when maybe a simple word will make it land better, and you still get the fire of you trying to show off your skills. So it's like sometimes like a veteran could kind of, take a step back and be like, oh, there's your problem. You keep trying to work this word into this pattern, and there's too many syllables in that. If you, trim it to this word, then it'll land, and you'll still get all the syllables of those other words, but you'll land it right.
Right.
You'll get the, what I'm saying? You'll get the what you're trying to get, the reaction. So I'd say just, if you're hungry and you want to do this, stay focused. Don't get discouraged by, criticism or feedback. Take it with a grain of salt. Only you're the only person that knows what kind of artist you're trying to be. So if somebody's giving you advice that's way off base from where you're trying to go, it's like, what, that's really good input, but I'm trying to do this, and just, be respectful and, appreciative. And then, but, when you go back to the lab, take the good from it, or whatever you feel like you can apply to what you're trying to do. Because like I said, only you know where you're trying to go. And then, anything that's counterintuitive to what you're trying to do, discard that,
Right.
Be confident in what you're trying to do, and know that you have your own lane. Like you don't have to, there's a lot of, copycat music out there, like, a lot of times, especially just with trap or whatever, there's so many songs, even with regular hip-hop music in general. Pop, it spans all genres, like, whatever's hot, then other artists will start doing stuff like that. And it's like, you want to be the one that blazes a trail that creates that. Like, you don't want to be the one that's copying, you want to be the one that's making other people have something to copy. And everybody has their own lane. There's some unique talents you have that only God gave you, and nobody else can do it but you. And if you lean into that, you are running in a lane by yourself. Like, that's what people that know that and can lean into that, some of your favorite artists that are just like, they found their own thing. It's because they dared to be weird, or dared to be, so unique that it might alienate them, and the end result was people being like, wow, I've never heard anything like that, or I've never seen it done that way, or wow, I would have never thought to do that. That's so dope, because he always takes it this direction when I'm thinking it should go that direction. Like, that's what makes people unique. So do that. You have something in you that's not like anybody else. Find that and put that in your music. Period.